Hi friends, welcome. It's Peggy Noe from PrettyPaperCards.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from San Diego County, California. I'm so happy to have you here, and welcome. I'm here with my little Yorkshire Terrier, Ellie. She's my little pal, and I'm going to check now and make sure that we're live. Good. It looks like we are, and that's a good thing. I like to always confirm that we're live on here. You never know. So excellent. Good to see you guys today. How are you? How's the weather for you? Linda, good to see you. Yes, it's kind of actually it's Flirty Flamingo if you want to know the truth, the color of her bow. Tammy, good to see you. Renee and Lori, good to see you guys. How is your weather today? I know that Storm Debbie has been just wreaking a lot of havoc. Jeanne, good to see you from Oregon. And so I was worried about my friends in North Carolina, South Carolina, and all up the coast, so I hope everyone's okay. We are, Linda Brady, good to see you. We are warm here in the 90s, and that's okay. Yeah, Calypso Coral, that's right, Renee. Either that or Flirty Flamingo. Tina, good to see you. Okay, you in Granite Falls, North Carolina, Tropical Storm Debbie tomorrow. We've been hearing really bad things. Nancy Valencia, good to see you. Good to see you. I have my glasses over here. They're in a different place today. I put a headband on, so I didn't put them on my head. Deborah, good to see you. Welcome. We have a lot of demonstrators here. Getting the hurricane, Linda. Okay, it's been raining all the time in Pennsylvania. Polly Libby, good to see you. Yeah, we're expecting rain, which is surprising. Here, we don't usually have rain in Southern California in the summer. I doubt it'll be anything more than a sprinkle. But we have had a lot of humidity, which is really not common for us. I think I mention that every week because, you know, when you have humidity, it's just not the same as, well, it's different. Tracy from Connecticut, good to see you. Lori, you're getting the storm on Friday. Kimberly Colleen, good to see you. Yeah, humidity, when you're not used to it, it's weird. You know, your hair does different things. All kinds of things are different when you have humidity. Mellow now for Polly, but tomorrow lots of rain and flood warnings. I know. So for us, usually we have our hottest weather right now and in September and part of October. So, I don't know. It's been awfully hot here. Polly, okay, yes, well, mellow, I read that. So I'm anxious to see what is it going to be like in September and October, because that's when we get our really over 100s. And you guys get to start your fall preparations. We start them here, but we can't have real pumpkins outside because they would, you know, go weird because it's too hot. Vicky, good to see you from Arizona. I'm sure it's pretty hot over there. Okay, well, we're going to do something a little bit involved today. We're going to do a tiny bit of watercoloring. Not a lot, because I know a lot of you don't do watercoloring. Susan, good to see you. But Hilda, good to see you. But I do want to do a little bit of watercoloring with you today. So I want to leave extra time. So we'll get started. I had a great class on Saturday with my my card class. We had a lot of fun. And one of my demonstrators who comes to my classes, she made the cutest thing for me. Okay, you guys, have any of you seen this? Check this out. Julia, good to see you. This is a chocolate kiss inside Georgia. Good to see you. Any prize. This is a chocolate kiss inside a slice of watermelon. Is that not the cutest? I just can't even, I can't get over it. I'm not even eating the chocolate kiss. I'm just have this with me all the time because it's so adorable. I just love it. And I'm so thankful that she gave me this. It's hard to decorate with pumpkins because the squirrels eat them, yes. Isn't that, hi Colleen, isn't that cute, Linda? This little, Tammy was there. She said it was a lot of fun. And Tammy made us rosettes. And she showed us the most beautiful Halloween rosettes that she made with the here you go, round we go dies and everything. Oh my gosh, she made them partially like half orange, half black. She did an amazing job. Georgia, oh, I'm so sorry you're in pain. Kimberly thinks I should eat it. I will break down. I really will. But it's just so cute. And you know what? The problem is once you eat one, oh, I didn't realize Ellie wanted it. You have to have more, and I don't have any more. So that's another reason I haven't eaten it. Eleanor, good to see you. Okay, so what else did I want to show you? Oh, I want to talk about some news. You should know about the 15% off Designer Series paper sale during the month of August. 15% off select Designer Series papers from the annual catalog. Oh, Linda, you'd like to make them. You know what? I will privately message you because it's from another demo where she got it. And I try not to copy other demos' projects. Sometimes I do anyway because I love them. But yeah, no, dogs can't eat chocolate. No way. Okay, so 15% off the Designer Series papers, and one we're going to use today is 15% off. There are 14 papers from the annual catalog. Beautiful, beautiful. So while these are 15% off, make sure you take advantage of that. Okay, then you guys, have you seen it? Have you seen that this is the new kit? It's available now. I just checked on the inventory status report, and as far as I know, it's still available because we thought it might just go out right away. I want to try to hold it straight. Yes, need paper. We all need paper. This haunted house kit is so darling. Everybody I know has gotten it. I've ordered 2. Okay, and you guys, guess what? My pre-order is coming tomorrow. So Friday, we're going to do an unboxing. Margaret from Australia, thanks for popping on. So come back on Friday. That's what we're going to do is an unboxing at 4 o'clock Pacific time. And I'm getting 2 of these. Of course, I'm sure I might have them put together. I might race and open one tomorrow and put it together for you. I'm not sure. But this is just too cute. And I think I might have mentioned to you that I saw someone put battery operated lights behind those little windows. And it's only $32. No, it's not $32. That's a wrong price because I printed out the Australia paper. It's in the 20s, in the $20 range for kits. Unboxing, yeah, I take everything out of the box and we look at it. Tina, it left you broke. I hear you. Even with your coupons, huh? I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, it went away. So adorable. And then there was another kit that was released. It's a holiday kit. But I think this poor kid, I feel sorry for it because it's really taken a back seat to the haunted house, which is so adorable. Okay, now I'm going to put Ellie down because I have one more thing to show you. A couple things. Okay. So you requested it and I'm doing it. A class to go, Ellie here. Using the Sophisticated Sled bundle, okay? And we're going to go ahead and do this one. This will be part of the kit, the class kit. The one that we actually made this together on one of my lives. I've designed another one. Check this out, you guys. Is that cute? You're going to make 2 of this, 2 of the pink one. And I am designing, as soon as we're finished, a tag, and you'll make 2 tags. So you'll make 6 different, 3 designs, 4 cards. Thank you. 4 cards, 2 tags, and it'll be a kit, one of my classes to go, a class kit to go, and I'm going to start advertising it tomorrow. If you're interested, email me, Peggy@prettypapercards.com, and I'll get you on the list right away. This is the bundle we're going to use, so if you don't have this bundle, you can buy it at a slight discount of, you won't pay tax or shipping on this to you, because it'll come from me, and I don't charge tax. So you can get this through me if you don't already have it. And the order, I'll be taking orders until Sunday the 11th. And I'm going to create the registration link and everything. So email me if you want to take this, and I'll get the link to you. And so, Sophisticated Sled, we love it, don't we? I know you guys wanted a class to go, and I had to do it because I've been having too much fun. Poor Robin, you know, my friend Dr. Robin, it's actually her bundle. She lent it to me because I didn't get it. She's like, Peggy, you're going to want this. I thought, I don't think so. And so then she lent it to me. She hasn't gotten it back. I've just been going to town. I'm crazy about it. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. Also, the one other thing I want to mention, catalogs. I will get catalogs. I haven't gotten mine in the mail yet. All demonstrators are mailed their catalogs, but I haven't gotten it yet. But I'll be getting catalogs in my order that comes tomorrow. And so I'll be able to show it to you. I'll show you the cover. That's all I can show you before September, because it doesn't go live to customers until September. But if you have ordered online through my online store from me in the past year, I had a catalog sent to you, and they're being sent to you from Stampin' Up. Oh, Renee got hers today. You lucky girl. So you'll be getting one from me. If not, if you ordered a class to go, because I have demonstrators that take my classes to go. But if you ordered from me through my online store, $18 for the haunted house? Wow, I didn't even pay attention when I ordered. I just ordered it. Anyway, if you've ordered from me in the past year, on my online store, I'm having a catalog sent to you. If not, just email me at Peggy@prettypapercards.com, and I will send you one, because I'll be getting a bunch tomorrow. Okay. Oh, who else? Tracy, you received yours today. What is up? My gosh, how come I'm not getting mine? That's what I want to know. But I'll get it tomorrow. I'll get it tomorrow. Okay, but I'm glad you guys are getting yours also. Okay, are you ready for a project? I'm going to show you our project, and let's go ahead and turn you down. Okay, what we are making, this is a little watercolor stuff we're going to use today. I'm going to make a card for the Global Design Project Challenge of this week, which is a color challenge. And these are the 3 colors we're supposed to use: Summer Splash, Daffodil Delight, and Misty Moonlight. If you guys don't do these, do them every week. You make a card, you post it up on Instagram or Facebook, link it to them. It's lots of fun. So that's what we're going to do today, is we're going to make this project. And here we're going to make a project with those colors. And here is the card we're going to make right here. I pulled out a set that I haven't used for quite a while. It's called Garden Meadow. It is an online exclusive. I put little red dots on my sets that are online exclusives. So like this has a little red dot, my stamp sets and my dies, so that way I know it didn't start out as an online exclusive, but it is now. And it's available. I just went in and checked. It's totally available. And I just wanted to pull this out mostly because I love this die right here that makes that window. And plus we're going to use a little bit of the glimmer paper. And I'm going to show you how to make those stripes, okay? So let's get started. We're going to use some of the Fluid 100 watercolor paper, and I got this so that you could, because when I say that, I think, well, they don't really know what it looks like. You know what I mean? You don't know what it looks like excuse me, I'm just getting my little sample put up there. You don't know what it looks like when you get it. And so this is what it looks like. And I believe it's, I don't know what size this is. It's 5 by 7, I believe, is this paper. And then you just cut it down to the size you want. So for today, I've just cut it to the size that's going to fit that oval window die. And we're using it because we're watercoloring, right? Right, and it absorbs the water really nicely, and so that's why we're going to use it. And what else I'm going to use is, and I have this here, I have this in water just to rinse it out because it gets kind of goopy, and you'll see, not goopy is the wrong word, very strongly colored. So this is one of the water painters, water painters. They come in a set of 3, and this is the widest one. Do you see that wide? And I'm using it because I want my stripes to be wide. And then I pulled out, this is the, I think it might be called a palette or something that comes with the glass mat. And this is exactly what it's for, is for mixing watercolors and stuff, inks. So I'm using, I could use the ink pad, but because I'm doing, I need a bit of ink, so I'm using an ink refill, the Daffodil Delight, because that's one of the colors that we're supposed to use for the challenge, right? And then I'm going to add water, and you squeeze these, okay? You squeeze. There's water in the water painter, and you just squeeze the water out to mix it with the ink to get it the color you want. And my first try, it turned out too brownish, so I'm adding more water so that it turns, I want it to be a little lighter. And let me just, I have this little paper towel, let me see. Okay, that's pretty good. It's kind of a light yellow, and oops, I need to put my glasses on here so I can actually see what I'm doing. And all we're gonna do is we are just going to make stripes across this piece. This way, diagonal stripes, and it's so easy because the brush is nice and wide. And as a matter of fact, I'm just going to pull this up because I want to make sure this is all water washable, so don't worry, but I want to make sure that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I've got my ink on here, my watercolor, and it's going to get on the glass mat, but it's totally fine because you know, this is what I love about it, because you can totally wash it off. Okay, let me pull this over a little bit more. I want plenty of space, so and I don't make even stripes. I'm just telling you right now. I mean, nobody does, but it's okay. It looks okay. Nobody notices. People don't notice afterward, I hope. Okay, so here we go. I've got my ink, and I'm just going to start by making a stripe like that with my watercolor, and then I just make another one similar, and I can always go back and add more color if I want to. And I mean, truthfully, I had to get over the messiness because you know I don't do messy very often, but I feel like I've got it fairly contained. And so now I'm just kind of touching up those little the edges on the stripes, and just doing it another time just to make sure it's a nice color, and it's getting over on the glass mat, but that's okay. And we're just going to keep on going. And Ellie's going to start growling at me again. She is getting in a very bad habit. She woke us up this morning growling because she was ready to go out and have breakfast. So it really doesn't take too long. The setup time actually is more than the time it takes to do the watercoloring. Just like this. And then just a little bit down at the bottom. Okay, so there we're done. Pretty fast, huh? And it does kind of get on the back. That's okay, not a problem. I'm actually just going to tap that. And I just wipe it off with my paper towel, and then I'm just going to set this to the side to dry while we do some more things. Actually, I'll set it over there. And I'm going to use my my paper towel and put it inside there to soak up the water. And then this is what I mean by it gets very yellow. And so I just have this glass of water that I can, I will take it to the kitchen sink later and really clean it out, because a little bit of the yellow seeps up into the water in the holder there. And I'll clean it out later. But this way things are a little better, a little more contained, as I like to say. So let me get this out of the way, and then we can make the rest of our card, and we'll come back and work with that when it's dry. Okay, so everything is all dry. We're good to go. See, not too bad, right? So now we're going to make our card, and we're going to make a long card today, 11 by 4 1/4. And I've already pre-cut it out of basic white cardstock. And I'm just going to tell you, you know, when you do a little watercolor technique like that, super fast, super easy, when you do that, people think you're just, you know, like, whoa. So I just want to say that, you know, it's a kind of a whoa technique, a wow technique. And excuse me, and it doesn't take very long. So here we go. There's our card base of basic white. And then, you know, on the sample card, I angled my papers. And I ended up thinking that was a little too busy, a little too much with the pretty window scene. So for this one, I want to do them in our regular manner. And I've got a piece at 4 by 5 1/4. And then this piece of designer series paper is 3 3/4 by 5. And this is the Unbounded Beauty paper. And it is one of the ones that's 15% off. Do you hear her over there growling? Hey, what's the matter? No growling. So we can just go ahead and get these down while our watercolor piece dries. I'm just going to put these down with some glue. Some of the favorite multi-purpose liquid glue, and just see if I can get it pretty even there. And because this is one of the colors, Summer Splash. Summer Splash is, it's really growing on me. I really, really like it. It's a very pretty blue, and I like this paper from the Unbounded Beauty. I like it mixed with the white. I'm really liking this color more than I expected, because I thought I would just love the pink, you know. That's one of the... Becky Schlossnagel, good to see you. Pink is my favorite, so I thought for sure I would love the pink. Okay. Now we can just do a little bit more, and we're going to get out our little mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, because we're going to do a little die cutting. And what we're going to do first is die cut this little gate. Is this not the cutest? This is part of the dies for the Garden Meadow set. It really is just a super cute set. I like it. And if you like gardening, you really like this. I'm just going to show it to you again. You might not have gotten to really look at it. This is what the stamp set has. If you're a gardener or you have gardening friends, I just think it's so cute. And you know, sometimes I find these things, I think, why am I not using this more? I don't even know. Okay, so here is the die for the gate. There is the part that goes around it. Some builder person would know, whatever that is. Those are like the, okay, maybe this isn't right, but I think they probably say like the 2 by 4s that hold it. And then this is the gate that goes inside. So it's a 2-part thing, and I wanted to use the Summer Splash glimmer paper. So I just cut a little piece like that. Ellie? No. What's the matter? No. Settle down. Okay. We'll see if she settles down. You don't need to do them together, but it's easy to do them together because, well, I don't know. You don't waste your paper that's in the middle there. Okay, so we're just going to run this through. And this is how it comes out. I mean, it is just so cute. Check this out. So there is the base of the gate, and then here is the gate. And let me just take my take your pick tool. This has the brush little extension thing. And I think it'll just come off. Yeah, there we go. Isn't that just cute? Now let me get the little crumbs out of the way here for us. Oops. I just think that is a cute little gate. And it adds some interest. And look how pretty that color, all the different shades and everything, very, very pretty. Okay, now let me check that is still drying a little bit. So what we're gonna do now is we will just do a little stamping. Let's stamp our sentiment. And the sentiment I've chosen for this is every day is a fresh start. And the reason I chose that, because you think when you're looking through a window, you're looking out, maybe you've had a bad day or whatever, and you can look at your window and say every day is a fresh start. I really like that. Okay, so I'm going to use the Misty Moonlight because that's one of the inks. Hold on just one second. I'm going to see what I can do for her. Okay, baby, what's the matter? Come here. Okay, let me see. Okay. Okay, she's gonna go see her daddy. I think she wants to check things out. All right, so let's ink that up in the Misty Moonlight, and I'm gonna put it down at the bottom because I'm gonna trim the sentiment at the top when we put it on the card. Beautiful ink color, isn't it? Just gorgeous. Okay, so we've got that done, and now we're going to also, let's cut some of the little flowers. And this is the flower die that I'm using. I wanted some longer flowers, and I did actually pre-cut some. And the flower die that I liked is here somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is. It's from Thoughtful Wishes. And I wanted some flowers that were not in that set. I wanted them to just be a little more where I can maneuver them and make the, have them coming in and out of the fence and that type of thing. So I've pre-cut some, and I left the Misty Moonlight for us to cut. Let me find that piece. Okay, here we go. So here's a piece of Misty Moonlight cardstock. We're gonna put that little die over there. I think it's just a real pretty, it seems like flowers that would be climbing the fence, don't you think, or the gate? I just thought it was cute. Okay, so we'll die cut this. Here we go. And then we'll just pull this off. Let's see here. Okay. And we'll do the same thing again that we did with the other one and just brush that. This is your take your pick tool. In fact, I just got a brand new one. It's in a box I haven't even had a chance to open because I really want to keep one by my die cutting machine and one here, right here at my desk. And I keep my bigger die cutting machine over on my table. So there we go. Isn't that just kind of feathery and pretty? I just thought it would be really nice to climb the fence. So let me pull out the other colors that I've saved. I have the yellow, and here is a Summer Splash. Okay, so we're pretty much ready to go. Let's now go ahead and cut our window. And this die is amazing. You have this set and haven't used it, Tracy? You should feel inspiration. It's beautiful. It's such a fun set. And this, to me, this is the main reason to get it, this beautiful window die. So we've got our paper that we did our watercolor stripes on. And now we're just going to cut the window out. Just put that down. Let me see now. I'm just going to turn it a little bit toward myself because I want to make sure to get it angled just right. Okay. And now now we're going to run it through. And I'll show you how pretty this window turns out. The flowers are pretty, Linda. And like I said, you know, some flowers you don't want to be lacy looking, but these I did. Okay, and check this out. Oh, I hope it did cut. I think it did. Oh, it did. And I love the way this die cuts. Now, if you wanted to, oh, that just didn't cut, just a tiny bit right there. That is my fault because I had it a little too close to the base of the plate, I think. So I'm just going to trim that. That was my fault. Okay. So you actually could use this. I didn't cut it or place the die proportionately, but you know, you could also use this like that for a die, so, or for a card, that background piece. So it really is a very neat set, but I like I wanted to make it look like we're looking out the window, right? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to create the window first now before we put it on the card, because we have a lot to do on the window. And the first thing we're going to do is put our gate on. And I don't know, you know, the gate is larger on the bottom, wider on the bottom than the top. So I'm assuming that's going to be the base of the gate. And I'm going to put that right above those little marks. I don't really know what you call them, but we're going to put them there. The glue, we're going to place this piece there. And I'm just going to put not much glue at all, just a small, really not much glue, just barely. It's just not even a dot, you know. Well, maybe I'll put a dot over there. Sorry. I say not a dot and then I put a dot. Okay, here we go. So we're going to place it right above that line, because we want them to feel like the gate is opening into a fresh start, right? I've had mine for a while and haven't used it either. Oh, we need to use these things, my friends, my stamping friends. I mean, that's why I looked back. I thought, oh, I need to use it. And I do love it. I love the wheelbarrow. There's so much that I do love. And then the little gate just fits right inside. I just think it's so cute. So let's put some glue on the gate, and then we'll slide our flowers in between. Now, one thing, I'm not putting glue on those, the longer gate posts or whatever you call them, because that's going to allow me to slide some flowers in there. And basically putting the glue on the top and the sides and the crossbar. I mean, I don't want my gate to fall off, right? Yeah, we don't want any falling off gates. Okay, just a little bit, not a lot of glue. And then we just place it. It fits really nicely in there. It's absolutely made to go together, isn't? And I just think that glimmer paper looks so pretty. You might not be able to really see. Look at that. Isn't that pretty now that you see the sparkle? So pretty. This is the In Color 2024-2026 In Color glimmer paper. And all the 5 colors. I love it. In fact, it's going to be today's, if you say prize today, we'll award it next Wednesday, and it's going to be some 6x6 sheets of glimmer paper. Okay, now we're ready to put our pretty flowers that are going to climb the fence. And one thing I noticed is that you can just trim these. I could put them on and have them be really, really tall, but I ended up thinking that was a bit too tall. So I'm going to trim them, at least as I use them, and use little pieces, parts. Okay, I wanted to put the Misty Moonlight below the others, because below meaning underneath the other colors, because it's the darker color. And I'm going to try to slide it in. Let me see, where can I slide it in? I'm going to use my scissors just to see. Yep, I think I can slide it right in there. So here's what I'm going to do, is just put little dots of glue, just little, Yeah, just little bits. You don't need a lot. Okay, that's probably even more than I need. And I'm going to try to slide it right here under this little fence, the little corner of the gate right here. And I could lift it up with my scissors to get it down under there. I did have it lifted up. Let's get it lifted up again. Come on, little gate. There we go. Okay, I'll just leave that in there so that I can slide the flower under. Just like that. Okay. And the only thing you have to check is to make sure it's not going to come off the side of your card. Okay, and it's not. It's still right there. Hey, Jan, good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, so now we're going to put our other colors on, and we're going to use a little bit of the Summer Splash. And we're going to slip that in. Let's put some glue. That is almost even too much. I'm just going to put my fingers over there and wipe that off, because I don't like it when too much glue, especially when you're working with these teeny tiny things. Okay, now we're going to slide this one in right next to that one. Take it off the card. Just going to try to slide it in. It does take patience. That's why I wanted to allow a little bit of extra time today. Okay, I think that's going to work right there. And then we're going to put yellow on the front. Checking our time here. Okay, let me open that, because we've got all the pieces made. All we need to do is glue it together. So we're almost done. And I'm going to try to slide the yellow down just a little bit more. The Daffodil Delight is what it is. Isn't that cute? How that it just looks like it's kind of climbing the fence. And then I think I'm going to put the leftover Misty Moonlight one over on this side. And I might slide it down under, even right down here. I think I can slide it under there. And just, whoops, with just a little tiny bit of glue. And we'll just, let's see if we can get this. Let me just move my scissors a little bit so it will fit in. There we go. Okay, and then I can turn it a little there. Isn't that just cute? Okay, now we're ready to go ahead and put this on our card. And I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals. And then I'm going to show you a little trick to do with the sentiment. We're going to cut the sentiment with the window die. Here we go. If I remember, I hope I remember to use this window die more during the holidays for holiday cards, because you know that's such a cute thing to have a Christmas tree behind a window. Isn't that going to be cute? Okay, there's our window. And now what we're going to do is pull our die cut machine right back up, our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, the mini. And where did our sentiment go? Okay, here's our sentiment. And now here's the little trick with the sentiment. Is we're going to want to cut the top of the sentiment with the die so it has that same little oval, well, the same little circular situation. So we're just going to do that. Let me get that going. There we go. Zip that through. Okay. And let's see how that turned out. There we go. Now we can do a couple of things, and I think now that I'm seeing it, for some reason I can't get it absolutely exact. In other words, it looks like there's it's coming down a little more than over here. But nobody's going to notice if we cut these little things off. So I'm just going to cut right below those little lines that were embossed there, so that this then has the same exact circular pattern. And we're going to put a ribbon over there anyway. And so we're just going to put it right there. Now I think I did use a dimensional. Let's use a dimensional or two on this, because this is the important part. This is what you're saying to your friend or the recipient of your card, is every day is a fresh start. You can look out the window and every day is going to be a fresh start. So there we go. Now let's just pull our little flowers up. Okay, there we go. And now let's put some ribbon on there. And what I've done, this is the Summer Splash ribbon that is the in color ribbon, and it's called 3/8 inch bordered ribbon. And what I did is I cut it lengthwise to make it nice and thin, because we don't want a huge bow here. I love bows, but I didn't want a huge bow. I just wanted kind of a mini bow. Thanks, Susan. Good to see you. And so we're just going to make a little mini bow here. And the threads are coming out, and if you're really, if you're a perfectionist, you can turn those. I am a perfectionist, but there are things that I like to be a little bit almost shabby chic looking, shabby-ish is the word I'm going to use. So I don't mind if those little threads come off. I think it's a little bit fun. Okay, and we're going to just adhere this with some mini glue dots. One in the center. Let's see if one does the trick. It might. And we're just going to put it right on the left corner. So that way, like I mentioned, it doesn't really show the fact that that curl wasn't exactly perfect, that part of the circle. I'm going to move it. I didn't get it close enough to the edge, and it's kind of covering the words, which I don't want to happen. So when you're stamping, you just, there we go. So I'm just going to put that a little higher. There, that's better. So now the ribbon isn't covering my sentiment, because I really like my sentiment. And let's just give that a little trim there and a little trim there. And there's our cute card. Isn't that darling? And just for real quick before we finish, I'm going to show you this other really cute stamp here that's part of the stamp set that I'm using for the inside of the card and the envelope. Wait till you see how cute this is. Check that out. Can you see that? Isn't that just cute? A little bunch of flowers. And I'm going to put it also on the outside of my envelope. And then our card will be completely finished. I think it's going to be a good card to send to anyone that's having just a little bit of a difficulty. Every day is a fresh start, and it's glimmery and it's fun. I'll show you the glimmer again because it's so pretty. I really have enjoyed making this card today, and plus we got in a little bit of watercoloring, even though you weren't expecting, but now you know how to just do some easy stripes. Okay, let's come back and we will award a prize. Okay, now the prize from last week was the fun card that we made last week. This one, and I'm kind of into the glimmer paper, I guess. It's peach pie. And I used the glimmer paper on this card. I posted it on my blog, so if you didn't get to see this, you can go back to my blog and find it. I think you just look under cards. There's a tab that says cards, I think. And you can just look there, and you can find the instructions for making this cute little card. So this is the prize for this week. Oh, and I think it might have something else. I think I also have, I decided to give away some tinsel gems, and I mentioned that this has a little, I got carried away when I was opening my package and I cut that, but I didn't think you'd mind. So the winner of our prize today, which was really, you know, what you put the word prize from last week, is Lori Mantovi. I think I might have seen her on here. So congratulations, Lori. I'll get this out to you. I have a bunch of things to send out, so if you're waiting for something, it's on the way. I should be getting it out to you this week. So congratulations to Lori. And the prize for next week, as I mentioned, if you put the word prize today, either on YouTube or here on Facebook, you will, this is the prize that I'll give away next week, and it's some pieces of glimmer paper, the Shy Shamrock, and the one we used today, Summer Splash, which is, they're all beautiful, all 5 of them. And coming up, this is one thing I thought, okay, this is such a beautiful green for our holiday cards, right? Isn't this going to be gorgeous? So I put more of those in the pack because I thought you might like them. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by today and hanging with me while we made a fun little card. And Friday at 4 o'clock Pacific, we are going to do my unboxing from my holiday catalog pre-order. It's supposed to come tomorrow, but I can't schedule anything because sometimes it doesn't come till way toward the end of the day. So we'll do our unboxing on Friday, and you'll get to see. We'll see what I ordered.